Hey everybody, welcome to a quick video. I'm going to be posting this update on Patreon and over on the Discord. It's going to be just public to everybody. This is just to let you know about sort of what my plans are over the Christmas period and why I'm not going to bother streaming. I'm not going to bother doing anything basically until the new year for various reasons. So I'm just going to break it down quick, simple. I am not going to be streaming today. I was planning to do a live stream before Christmas just to do all the usual merry stuff, play some Christmas tunes, do some Christmas modding and whatever. The last so many years I've always had something that I can kind of release, put out there at Christmas, but this year I literally have nothing. I have nothing to release. I have not worked on anything Christmassy, no Christmas update to a mod, no mod to be released by Christmas. A Cat's Life still has some ways to go, so I'm like, I've really got nothing to stream. I can't stream A Cat's Life because the only things left are testing and dialogue. Two things which people, one, cannot see the dialogue, and two, are going to just find the constant testing boring. It is just not fun to watch. It is not fun to do. So I don't really want to just live stream me going through a mod for the 100th time. That's what got boring with Cranty Tower. That's what will get boring here. So there's really nothing interesting that I can stream. In regards to Cranty Tower, the Forgotten Legacy, I don't know if that project will ever push on because, quite frankly, for those of you that are not aware, I am potentially starting a new job right at the start of the new year. As soon as things with that get sorted, a start date is given to me and such. And leading up to that time, I don't feel like streaming, I don't feel like modding, I don't feel like doing anything but playing games, which is something that I have not done for a very long time. I have not just sat down, gone through loads of different games and just had fun. The life of a modder, or at least for me, is sitting here day after day, modding, and then whenever I do play a game, I feel like I'm meant to be modding for the life of somebody that's unemployed, or again, me. Modding has been sort of an outlet. It feels like you're doing some sort of work, even though I'm not technically getting paid for it, with the exception of those on Patreon. It feels like work. So now that I actually have a proper paying job on the way, I don't really feel like I have to mod anymore, if that makes sense. Modding has always been fun to me. It has been for the last 7 years. I've enjoyed making videos, whether that be for my mods or if it's tutorials to teach people. I've enjoyed streaming. People have helped me out financially on Patreon, which I greatly appreciate. People have dropped me tips. We've had some good laughs, some good fun, made some great mods. But at this point, I'm sort of onto a down slope, if I'm being honest, at this stage, because I've been doing it for 7 years, and I know when I start this new job, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult in the sense of I've got a lot of new stuff to learn. It's going to be a challenge to just get back into work, which I haven't worked for a year or two. And it's also going to be a massive hit on my day-to-day life in terms of a lot to adjust to, so I'm going to be a lot more fatigued. It's just going to be wearing me down. The last thing I'm going to want to do when I come home from work is sit down, do a video or do a live stream or whatever. The other thing is the living situation. I live with a number of different people at the moment in the household, not just 1 or 2 people. There's like 3, 4 people here, and I can't be live streaming all hours, keeping people awake. I can't do that, so that's why I was doing middle of the day live stream. So I know this video is sort of going off again, as it usually does, but I'm pretty much just quickly covering everything, all the reasons why things have changed. This all comes down to change. This comes down to me having done modding for 7 years. It comes down to change. People may be saying, oh, Dark, you're quitting, you're leaving modding, lots of people are quitting now, blah, blah, blah. Skyrim is on a big decline. If you look at the Skyrim Nexus, for example, and you check out the new mods today, it barely hits a page. Modding has dropped significantly for Skyrim. It's still going to be going strong. In fact, there's a new mod that I noticed Bro Jewel did a video on. There's still some crazy great stuff coming out, including a couple of my own projects eventually. But it's on decline. It's basically, I'm not going to be spending as much time modding anymore or doing anything. I'm not quitting it entirely. I'll always have that urge to dive into the creation kit and do stuff. But quite frankly, I am not going to be able to do this anymore, and I don't want to do this anymore. I do not want to sit here and mod for hours and hours and hours on end. I actually want to enjoy the damn games rather than just mod the shit out of them for once. I've been playing Sonic, which is a big nostalgia blast to my face. I have been playing Mass Effect Andromeda, getting further and further along with that, which is a great game. I have been playing a couple of other things as well. I've been playing The Sims 4 like crazy, which I've just been thoroughly enjoying. It's nice to play games for once. So this is not a me stopping modding. This is a me saying I'm not going to be doing anything for Christmas this year. Nothing special coming from my end. I'm sorry if people were hoping that'd be a jolly Christmas live stream, but instead I'm just keeping things sort of private with particular friends and members of the Discord community, and I've already sort of done something to celebrate Christmas time. So I'm just focusing on games, friendships, and just chilling out before I start what could be a relatively stressful job. I mean, you all know me. I'm not going to let myself stick with the job that would completely destroy any of my social life, ability to do fun things, but it is going to be difficult to get used to for a short while. So, yeah. I want to chill is basically it. I've had conversations on the Discord, people saying like, Dark, you're quitting, don't quit, people need you. It's like, I have done no creation kit tutorial videos for what's got to be a year, 2 years, nothing solid, nothing really, really good. All I've really done are videos for mods that I'm making. I've had a couple of mod releases that really just fell flat on their face. They weren't hyped up, they weren't big, they weren't majorly important. And A Cat's Life is really the only solid thing that I have left that I want to finish and want to release for Skyrim. After that, depending on how things change next year, we'll see where things go from there, whether I just come back for the next Elder Scrolls, whether I come back at all, whether I stop modding, whether I just do small things, we'll see. So essentially everything is just up in the air. It's about time I just sat here and said how things are. Lots of change, and I'm not going to keep trying to juggling live stream and promising things that I can't promise, or trying to redo old videos or do stuff. I'm not doing that anymore. You know, it's time. It's time to wrap a lot of it up. So, not something that a lot of you wanted to hear, not something that I even planned when I hit the record button on this video, but it's actually a good thing. That makes me feel quite good now, actually. It's all out there. So if you just want everything wrapped up in a neat conclusion, I am starting a new job. It's something that I have wanted for a long time, a really good, solid job, and I'm looking forward to the future. I'm not going to be modding anywhere near as much as I was. I doubt I'm quitting, but I'm definitely toning it down, and don't expect to see any new videos at all anytime soon. So pretty sad, but you know what? It's time. 2019, we'll see what happens. I will keep you all updated. I will remain around on the Discord for those that want to communicate with the Discord community. The website will remain up. All my videos are still there. There is still a ton of information from my end and resources and stuff that are available to you. So that's just about it. So I do want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas for those of you that celebrate it. I know there's a lot of people out there that'll be like, oh, I don't celebrate Christmas. And a Happy New Year. Everyone's got to at least have a Happy New Year. So there we go. The streaming is off. Everything is off. Just expect nothing from me until further notice. A Cat's Life is still going on in the background. In regards to my patrons, if you want to stop your pledges, that's totally fine. It always has been. I completely understand if nobody wants to pledge anymore, because quite frankly the only thing that's going to be coming is A Cat's Life solidly, and that will be around the new year at some point. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will speak to you all next time.